Hey everybody, PA Wildman here. It's March 5th, almost a month since I did my last video, and I've probably been out 7 or 8 times, probably put on 12 to 15 miles, I'd say, without any luck. Today I'm in a 5,000 acre game land piece that I've hunted for several years. I took a pretty large buck out of here a couple years ago, and on this hillside to my left up here, there's some really good thermal cover. And I seem to find a few sheds each year up there. And I'm just walking this bottom down here through this grass, and I finally found, this would be number 4 on the year. It's a little guy, so I'm going to go up here and take a look at it. I spotted it a little ways back, but here we go. It's a little three-sider. I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. There we go. Nice little guy. We'll take it. This year I'm not really trying to figure out how to find as many sheds as possible, but what I'm looking for are the bigger bucks. And once I find some really good headgear in some of the places I like to hunt, then that's what I'm going to set up my strategy for next year. I still can't get out into the mountains yet because the roads are sheets of ice, so some of my primary spots I'm not going to be able to hit for another couple weeks. But stay tuned, I should be back with some more sheds. Alright, I'm back. It's been probably half hour or so, and I've really been into some really good sign. I've been finding a lot of beds. I've been finding a lot of droppings, and I've been just combing this hillside. I just started getting up higher in elevation. There's a bed here, there was one right behind me, and then I came right through here, and I was just checking out this bed right here. I was literally standing in the bed, and then look, I had to look straight down at it. I didn't even see it. I was just kind of marveling at all the bedding and all the scat up here, and I was hoping for to find something, and here I did. It's let's see here. Oh, it's stuck in there. Look at that little guy. That's pretty cool. It's one of the first sheds I've ever found. I believe it might be the first one I ever found in a bed. Let me grab that other one just for comparison. There's the other guy. So I'm gonna keep combing this hillside and see if I can't find where the big boys are bedded. So I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I just started coming down off of this hill. Look at this. So that last little one I found, he was bedded right up on top of that, just where you couldn't see it, where it started to break down. So he was probably your classic 1/3 of the way up this ridge. And I just came right down here. He was bedded underneath the canopy of rhododendron here. I was coming down to look at this blow down here, and I'm walking through all these rocks, and I spotted another little guy. So this is probably only 50 yards away from where I just was. And there we go. Here we go. Look at that. There we go. So a couple little survivors definitely living over here. I'm gonna keep at her and again see if we can't find a bigger one. Alright, I'm back. I think maybe I finally could have possibly found a match to one of these. I'm just working this ridge. I'm on this there's a pretty heavy deer trail going right along the side of this ridge, and I just got to about where I am now. I saw this guy up ahead, so I'm gonna go. It's looks like something chewed it. Hey, look how fresh those teeth marks are in there. That one's frozen in there, right in a pile of shit too. That's nice. Okay, now I'm gonna go see. I got the other 3 out that I found. Let's see if this matches up with anybody. This right side. I really don't know. Maybe this one. It's got a little nub on it. That's a potential match. I can't be 100% sure, but that's 4 on the day. That's pushing one of my best days ever. So I'm just going to keep going along. I'm probably about 65, 70 yards away from where I found this one in the bed. So that potentially could be the same buck. I'm not sure. We'll keep going, see what we can find. All right, I'm back again. I'm way down in the bottom, actually, just walking this stream bottom on the lower end back to where I came from. I put quite a few miles on up this hill, and then I just found the biggest one of the day, and it is chewed up. All its antlers are chewed. Look at this guy. I hear a lot of guys when I watch the shed hunting videos say they don't get chewed up, but man, where I'm at, they get chewed up quite a bit. The biggest shed I ever found was chewed up all the way down to the base, and the only reason I could identify the deer is because I had them on trail camera, and there was just a fine layer of bone that just went up like this that matched all his points. And that porcupine got that one. I'm not sure what's getting this, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. That's a decent base there. Look at that. I might sneak around this bottom and see if I can't find the other side, but this thing really got chewed up, and look how thick that is out there. So it's hard to say how long these tines actually were. Whether, you know, to me that might be a 2.5. I don't know. That's a pretty big base. So it's a shed. It's unfortunate that it got eaten up this much, but you know, we'll take it, and I'm going to spend a few minutes combing this section here, see if I can't find the other side. Alright, so here's the take on the day. That's definitely a match set. The beams are identical. It lines up perfectly. It's a perfectly symmetrical little 5-point. So no big ones today, but I'm really happy with the take and the find, because that's a very difficult mountain to traverse, really. And just so you know, I was in there in the spring a few years ago looking for a particular mushroom, and I'd found 3 sheds in there. And I normally don't shed hunt places like that. I mean, there's a lot of thermal cover, a lot of rhododendron, but it's a north facing slope, a steep ridge, rocky, just ridiculous to walk through. And ever since I found those horns, I've been going back in there, and I do pretty well in there each year. I didn't go back there last year. Last year was a tough year, but deer do eat rhododendron, that's for sure. Everywhere I found the sign of them being there, all their beds, they were definitely eating that rhododendron, just the very tips. And I'm not sure how much of the leaves they were eating, but the tips of the trees they were nibbling on for sure. So that's really the only browse food that I saw in that woods. So that's just a good tip for you. If you have, that's really one of the only sections in this whole game lands that I know of that has rhododendron patches like that. So that'd be a good tip for you. If you have any of those, go check them out, because quite a bit of sign in there. You guys take care. Good luck out there. The shed season is just getting started. It's going to be a good year. Talk to you soon.